my former client from 5 years ago has finally closed me out of his social media accounts. And it really had me thinking about how we close out relationships nowadays, or how we don't. Today, I want to really talk about the difference between a personal relationship, closing out a personal relationship, and closing out a business relationship. Let's start with business relationships. First of all, sweetie, they have all your assets. They have all your assets. Or you can see all of their assets. Your contact, if they're in your MailChimp or Constant Contact, they see all your contacts. They see all the back end of your ad accounts. They see all of your DMs. We need to detach ourselves from that energy. A lot of the times when I talk to my clients, they tell me that their former business relationships were never closed out properly. Why are you guys not closing out business relationships properly? So I want to give you guys a checklist, right? These are the elements that you need to properly close out a business relationship. First things first, remove them from all your tools. Remove them as a user, change your passwords. They should have no access. Remove yourself from theirs. You don't need to see what's in their business. You need to mind your business, and you need to protect your energy. Document every single thing that was delivered. Furthermore, this can be your client report or your case study. However, document everything. Lastly, send out a really thoughtful closing email. A lot of the times we want to just leave the relationship sending like a generic closing email. Make it thoughtful. Maybe even send them a gift. We are doing this so we can protect our reputation, because word travels fast. Okay? Now let's talk about personal relationships. I can understand why this is avoided. I understand why a lot of people think that they don't need to end personal relationships or give the other party that luxury of ending the relationship. But however, are we really honestly protecting ourselves when we do that? How are we able to fully invest in the next relationship if we haven't closed the loop on the last one? I want to kind of give you some tips on how to close out personal relationships properly. If you can have a conversation with the other party and it's an emotional, intelligent conversation, do that. Close it out properly. Have no expectations after that. Maybe you can write a letter to yourself, letting yourself know, hey, this loop is closed. We've forgiven them. I've forgiven myself. I've moved on. They've moved on. Let's move on. Lastly, maybe it's just going for a walk or intentionally telling yourself, hey, this part of the relationship is done, and I'm okay with that. I think why this really meant a lot to me is because I'm in a space where I'm building so intentional in my life. Everything in every aspect of my life, I'm building with intentionality. And that means the relationships that I start and the relationships that I end. I want to make sure that I'm protecting the energy of my heart, my soul, and mind and body. I want to make sure that I'm protecting my business, the business relationships that I'm bringing in and business relationships that I currently have. And I want to make sure that next chapter, I'm not having expectations, insecurities, judgments, or worries from that past. So if you have something that's lingering, let's handle that today. Let's reach out to them. Let's close the loop. Let's journal about it. Let's close the loop. Let's go for a walk. Let's close the loop. Do what you have to do to protect your energy today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. This channel is all about living intentional, and that has been the key to where I'm at in my life right now. So if that's where you are, subscribe, comment below. See you in the next video, guys.